Right, West is dealer. Let's have a look. So West has got a grand total of 7 points, a 4-4-4-1 shape, which is often quite a good shape as long as your partner isn't bidding your singleton suit, but obviously we can't open the bidding here, nothing to open, so this would be a pass. Nice and straightforward. Now to North. North has got 8 points, 1 point improvement on West, but unfortunately still not an opening hand. No long suit to open a weak to or anything like that, so this is also a pass. East. Okay, East has got 11 points. This is actually an opening hand based on the rule of 20. We've got 11 points in total, and our suits are 5 clubs, 4 diamonds, so we have 11 plus 9, which is 20. So it's just an opening hand. I mean, I wouldn't be upset if you pass this hand because it is just an opening hand, but an opening hand is an opening hand, so I think we should start with 1 club, intending to rebid diamonds on the next round. So I would start with 1 club. Now to South. Right, South has got 14 points in total, a 5-4-2-2 shape. You could make a take-out double on this hand. We are short in clubs. The only problem with the take-out double is our partner might bid spades, and that would not be successful. Strictly speaking, you would like to have 3 cards in every unbid suit. So, whilst the take-out double would show our points, opening plus, it would be incorrect based on shape. So instead, what I would look to do is make a natural overcall of 1 diamond, and then look to potentially bid hearts later. Showing the 5-4. We have got a good enough overcalling hand to be bidding twice, I think, even at this vulnerability, which is not favourable. So I'd start with 1 diamond. Obviously the opponents might get to 4 spades before we get in again, but typically I would start with 1 diamond and look to rebid 2 hearts, if allowed. So 1 diamond is the first bid. Right, East responding to 1 club. Just ignoring South's overcall just for a short second. Normally, you would get the instinct to support your partner. When they open a suit, you've got 4 cards, and you think, oh good, I can support. However, our partner's open a minor, and we have 4 card majors. We have both of them, actually. So you should not really support a minor when you can respond a major safely, i.e. at the 1 level. So there will be nothing wrong with responding 1 heart here, a lower of the 2 touching suits. It's always correct to respond as cheaply as possible as a responder, whereas the opener is different. You go top down with the opener. However, there's a special case scenario going on here, and that is we've had an overcall of 1 diamond. That means double is a possible bid. A double by responder is known as a negative double, or a Sputnik double, they're sometimes called, and it shows 4 cards in the highest unbid suit. In this case, that would be spades. However, this is a special case Sputnik double, or a special case negative double, in that both minors have been bid, which means there are both majors still possible that the responder has. So in this special case, a negative double would actually say at least 4 cards in both majors, whereas normally a negative double only kind of represents 1 suit. So a double here would show 4-4 in both majors, so it's a perfect bid for this hand. Because if our partner has hearts or spades, we want them to bid them. If they don't, we'll fall back on the club fit on the next round of bidding. So a negative double here is absolutely ideal. So that's exactly what I would do. Responding to South's overcall, bidding when you're an overcall is all about a number of trumps, bidding on the level of the fit. So here our partner's promised us at least 5 diamonds, so you assume 5 diamonds for now. We've got 3 diamonds, that is 8 diamonds in total, so we should bid for 8 tricks, i.e. we should bid to 2 diamonds. You only ever introduce your own suit if you have a suit that is worth mentioning, i.e. 5 plus cards, ideally 6, but 5 plus decent cards. And even then you would like tolerance for your partner's suit. So the heart suit or the spade suit are not worth bidding here. You need 5 or more cards as an overcaller. So I would simply make a direct raise, trying to interrupt East's next rebid. So I would bid 2 diamonds. So our partner has made a negative double, showing 4-4 in both majors. The opponents are getting in our way though. We had originally planned for this hand to open clubs, rebid diamonds. Now obviously rebidding diamonds is not a sensible thing, given that the opponents have a diamond fit. So our partner rates to have shortage in diamonds, and they've got 4-4 in the majors, which means they sort of must have a club fit as well. So you could think, oh well, I'll just compete to 3 clubs. But actually competing to 3 clubs would show a lot more than we have. Because there has been a bid on our right, our partner will get another bid. So we don't have to bid as an opener if you don't want to. part of your two-bid plan makes a small assumption that it will be uncontested, which of course doesn't happen every hand. So here we can pass, and what pass would say is, I don't really have anything strong to say, which is exactly the kind of hand we've got. So pass and leave it to your partner to make a decision about competing over 2 diamonds. So North's raised to 2 diamonds. That shows us 3 cards in diamonds, and it doesn't actually represent any points at all. They could have 0 points if they were being particularly aggressive. They could have right the way up to about 9, 10-ish. With a good 10 or 11, they might have bid the opponent's suit, showing a good raise in diamonds. But the important thing here is our partner hasn't promised very much. They promised 3 cards of diamonds, and that's about it. We could try a bid 2 hearts, showing 5-4, looking for a heart fit, being greedy, if you like, for a major fit over a minor fit. The reason I'd be put off by that is because of West double. West double actually promises 4-4 in the majors, which means that the likelihood of a heart fit is quite diminished, given that our partner needs to have 4 of the remaining 5 hearts. And not only that, if there is a heart fit, the hearts aren't breaking very nicely, because there are 4 hearts with West sat over us. So we could bid 2 hearts to be greedy and look for a major fit, but I wouldn't do so, because it pushes to 3 diamonds if we didn't have a fit. We are vulnerable, and it's also, even if there is a heart fit, the hearts aren't going to break nicely. So I would pass, happy that we've competed, and look to be pinching the contract in diamonds. So this has not gone to plan for West. The opponents have got in with diamonds and overcalled, and our partner did not have anything to say over 2 diamonds. So that would represent typically a minimum opener with nothing to say. That means they haven't got 4 cards in hearts or 4 cards in spades, because if they did, they would have supported us. Absolutely, no questions asked. That means they have an unbalanced hand. It must be unbalanced because they haven't bid again, so they must be weak. With only clubs, or maybe clubs and diamonds. So the problem is that we don't have a major fit. So our choice now is, do we want to defend 2 diamonds, or do we want to push to 3 clubs? Our partner kind of has to have 5 or more clubs, because otherwise they would have had a strong balanced hand if they only had 4 clubs, and they would have then bid again if they had a strong balanced hand. So we've got what I would think to be at least a 9-card club fit. So I think it's safe to push to the 3 level. Not only that, we've got shortage in the opponent's suit, and we're not vulnerable against vulnerable. So I think we bid 3 clubs. So we bid level of the fit previously. Again, level of the fit should be obeyed. So our partner's promised 5 diamonds, we've got 3, so that's 8. That's what we bid. We shouldn't just decide, oh, I'll just ignore level of the fit because I don't want to defend 3 clubs. Not that we do want to defend 3 clubs, but you should respect the level of the fit. I would expect if our partner's got 6 diamonds, they would have either bid more diamonds already, or they're about to bid more diamonds over 3 clubs. So we haven't got any more diamonds, or anything particularly strong we want to say. We have bid our hand already. So pass is definitely the correct bid here. Nothing to say from East's perspective really. Partners competed to 3 clubs as we kind of half expected them to do. We've got no reason to go any further. We definitely haven't got game on. We're just happy to be pinching the contract back. So nothing to say. Right, West has competed to 3 clubs. That's not surprising really, given that we sort of half expected them to have a club fit. We've now got a decision. Do we bid 3 diamonds or do we pass? They're our only real bids. We could kind of come in with a takeout double, but really it's bid 3 diamonds or give in to 3 clubs. Earlier we respected the level of the fit. We only have 5 diamonds when we've promised 5 diamonds. So we didn't bid 3 diamonds earlier because we were respecting the level of the fit and also wanted to get away with playing in 2 diamonds. And now we should still respect the level of the fit. You shouldn't just push just because you don't want to defend, especially when you're vulnerable against not. So no, I don't want to play in 3 clubs, but we have pushed the opponents from 2 clubs probably to 3 clubs. So we shouldn't just bid 3 diamonds just because we like our diamonds, because we've already shown 5 diamonds. To be in 3 diamonds, we would like 9 diamonds between the 2 of us, and we only have 8 diamonds between the 2 of us. So although I don't want to pass, pass is the correct bid, and pass is the bid I would make, and defend 3 clubs. 3 clubs, the final contract by East. That would mean South is on lead. So we've got to try and find an opening lead against this trump part score. Typically against trumps you want to find shortage leads or top of touching honours or low away from an honour. Here we have a quite clear-cut diamond lead. We have King, Queen of diamonds. Our partner has supported our diamonds, so we should be leading a diamond, and also we have a sequence in diamonds, which means we should doubly be leading a diamond. So the King of diamonds is absolutely the lead from this hand. There's no other lead I'm considering at all. So King of diamonds against a trump contract all day, every day. Down goes West dummy. Nice singleton in the opponent's suit. Right, let's have a look at this hand then. East is in 3 clubs, so let's have a look at our losers, looking to try and establish our own hand. That's typically how you want to play a trump contract, looking at losers in your own hand. So club losers we have 1, the ace. Heart losers we have 1, the ace. Spade losers we have none, we have ace, king, queen with 3 cards. We might even get 4 spade tricks if the jack of spades falls in 3 rounds, or 1 or 2. Diamond losers, we have 1 on the dummy, but we've actually got 4 diamonds to deal with in hand. So the easiest way to deal with those diamond losers will be to trump all 3 of these diamonds with all 3 of dummies, well, 3 or 4 dummies trumps. So ideally we get rid of that diamond, come over to hand, trump a diamond, come over to hand, trump a diamond, come over to hand, trump a diamond. That's a little bit easier said than done, but that's basically the general premise of what we're looking to do here. Now there's a problem. The problem is the opponents will have the lead after this trick, so they might sense this plan, looking at our dummy, they may well sense this plan, and they might start leading trumps. That would be bad, but they might put a dent in our plan. So we need to come up with a fallback plan, and a fallback plan would be, well, okay, let's say they get rid of 2 of our trumps. We can only trump 2 of our 3 diamonds. We would need another discard for 1 of these losing diamonds here. And that would be either on the 4th round of spades on the dummy, or on the king of hearts, should we lead towards the king of hearts and the ace of hearts be here. So there are 2 potential fallback plans if the opponents don't let us trump 3 rounds of diamonds on the table. There's one more thing to think about, is that there are 4 diamonds in hand, but there are only 3 diamonds with north. We know that from the bidding. They overcalled diamonds, they have 5. They supported the diamonds, they have 3. So after we trump 2 rounds of diamonds, i.e. 3 rounds of diamonds have gone in total, the 4th diamond we lead from hand to trump on the dummy will potentially be able to be over-trumped by north, so we will have to trump that high with the jack of clubs. And that's all if they allow us to lead the diamonds enough times. They might cotton on to the plan and start leading trumps for us, and in fact a good defender will see that dummy and think, I'm not going to let you trump all my diamond winners. So if they do lead trumps, we're going to have to hope that the spades or the hearts manifest as discards for these losing diamonds. Right, so East has to play the 2 from dummy, so that's the card that gets played there. Now, your instinct would be to play the 5 of diamonds. Partner's winning the trick, we have the ace of diamonds, partner will win this trick. So if you like, a lazy thought pattern would be, okay, we've won a diamond, now what next? But exactly what next is what you should be thinking about. What is going to happen? How is Declarer going to play this hand? What's the most likely line they're going to take? So if we just count the diamonds up, our partner didn't bid diamonds twice, so they should only have 5 diamonds, because if they had 6 diamonds to the king-queen, I'm almost certain that they would have bid 3 diamonds in the bidding. So we've got 3 diamonds, 1 on the dummy is 4, our partner has 5, that makes 9, which means the Declarer has 4 diamonds in their hand. That means Declarer has 3 diamonds that are losers. Don't forget, our partner's king promised the queen, so we have the top 4 diamonds between the 2 of us. So actually, Declarer's got a lot of diamonds in hand that they need to trump on the dummy. So we actually want to lead trumps. We want to stop Declarer from roughing the diamonds on the dummy. And where do we want to lead the trumps from? Well, let's imagine our partner has an honour in clubs, let's say the king or the queen. We want to lead clubs from this hand through Declarer's strength in clubs. Imagine Declarer's got ace-queen of clubs. We want to lead clubs through their clubs so that they have to decide whether to take a finesse or not. Our partner, with their king of clubs, let's say, hypothetically, does not want to lead diamonds from their seat. Sorry, they don't want to lead clubs from their seat, because they might have king X in clubs, for example. So we want to overtake this diamond, not because we don't like our partner winning tricks, simply because we want to pierce the club through Declarer's club holding, in the hope that our partner has a club honour, can win that club honour, and play a second round of clubs, trying to reduce Declarer's roughs. And all of that comes about from working out how many diamonds Declarer has and their most likely plan on making this hand. So I would rather unusually play an ace on partner's king, so that then I can play clubs on the second round, trying to induce Declarer into taking a club finesse, so that we draw more rounds of trumps. Right, so as I said just a short while ago, North overtook the diamond to switch to clubs, so that's exactly what North's going to do, trying to reduce our roughing of diamonds on the dummy. As we can see here, South has the ace of clubs, so it didn't matter who won the first diamond. The best defence next was to play ace and another club. So had they king of diamonds stood, ace and another club would have been played, or should have been played. But North did well to protect against it being king x of clubs here, and ace queen to 5 clubs here. We play small from hand. They're going to win the ace of clubs, and one of our trumps has gone from the dummy. So that's 2 tricks lost. No shame in losing to 2 aces, not much we could do about that really. Now they're going to play another round of trumps. Look here, we've got 3 losing diamonds. We'd like to trump all 3 of those diamonds with all 3 of those trumps. But we're not going to be allowed to do that because the defence have cottoned on to our plan. So another trump comes, we play small, they play the 8, and we win any of those, whichever one you like. Fortunately, the clubs have broken 2-2, so the opponents have now run out of trumps. So 2 of our 3 diamond losers are going to go on those 2 trumps on the dummy, and we've just won the trick. So we could do that straight away, but actually we want to try to establish a discard for this 3rd losing diamond. Now, as mentioned right at the start, there are 2 possible ways this diamond, this 3rd diamond, isn't a loser. We can either discard it on the 4th round of spades, and that's if the jack of spades appears in 3 rounds, or we could play towards the king of hearts, and if the ace of hearts is here, they either play their ace, which sets our king up as a discard, or they don't play their ace and we don't lose a heart instead. So I would play a heart up right now, because the king of hearts might be a trick right now. We can try the spades later, and if the spades and hearts don't work, i.e. the spades break badly and the ace of hearts is in the wrong hand, then we're unfortunately going to inevitably lose one of these diamonds because we can only trump 2 of them. But we might as well try to set the heart up first, spades next, and eventually give in at the end. So I would try a heart to the king. It might win. They might play second hand low and they might win. So let's try it. So play a low heart. Now it all depends on how much work South's been doing on their psychic powers as to know how to play the next card, basically. We've played a low heart. From South's perspective, that is somewhat suspicious. Why are we leading a heart towards the king? What are we trying to achieve? The most classic and normal play would be to play low. We can see that that would be bad. If they play low, they will not make their ace of hearts. So it's difficult for me to say because obviously I can see the hand. So playing in this seat, I would probably, being honest, I would probably play low, but I would be wondering what's going on. If South does take their ace of hearts, the king of hearts is obviously going to be a trick for the subsequent round. But let's imagine South isn't psychic and they don't know what we're doing and they do play low, which is the most common defence, albeit you might smell a rat and you might play your ace of hearts. We go up with our king, and that wins the trick. Now again, if South had taken their ace of hearts, obviously we would have lost a heart, but that's a little cheap trick. That's called sneaking, when you sneak a singleton to a king. You've made a trick out of thin air there. That's rather good. Now, that king of hearts means we didn't actually lose a heart. So the only thing we've got now is this 3rd diamond, this pesky diamond that's been bothering us. We'll play 4 rounds of spades, and let's see if the jack of spades has appeared to make that 4th spade a winner to discard this losing diamond on. So low spade from the king of hearts, which won over here, low spade to hand, ace or queen's fine, low from South, that's 4 spades gone, no jack of spades seen yet. Queen of spades from hand. It's always better to play highest from shortest, unblocking the suit in case you need to, albeit we have got entries to dummy by trumping diamonds. Queen of spades, and a lovely sight of the jack of spades from South. That's the card we wanted to see, because now the king, 10 of spades on the table are both winners. So now the opponents are powerless. Another spade goes from North. Those king, 10 of spades are going to be very helpful, because we're now going to play a spade to the king, 10 of spades, and on these 2 spades we're going to get rid of one of these diamonds, and the other 2 diamonds are going to be trumped by these 2 trumps on the dummy. So we're actually only going to lose the ace of diamonds at trick 1 and the ace of clubs at trick 2. We've made 11 tricks whilst missing 3 aces, which is pretty phenomenal. That's all because we managed to get our singleton heart to the king very early doors. If you are wondering about when to play towards kings with a singleton, it's better to play them early on so the defence are less wise as to what's going on. Obviously South could have played their ace of hearts and then we would have only made 10 tricks because they had wised up to our sneaky plan. So it's 10 or 11 tricks, didn't want to be in game though, so happy to make the part score.